Monologues is done between February and April every year, and it's been going, I think, for 10 years now. And it's done at college campuses all over the country. So Mills being a women's college and being a very progressive college, it's been done here before. And for whatever reason, there was a hiatus. And so we really wanted to bring it back. So Eve Ensler is an actor, feminist, and a lesbian. My understanding was that she was very committed to ending violence against women and was very interested in women's stories being put out there. So she conducted a whole series of interviews, and it just caught fire. And every year she selects a different country in the world where there is violence being done against women. So this year it's the Republic of the Congo.
We've been rehearsing for a few weeks before winter break, so we had a big chunk of time to work by ourselves, which I wish I'd taken more advantage of.
Theater can be used for social justice, for education, and in therapeutic ways. So I volunteered right away to direct because it's something I really love doing.
My role in Team Vagtastic is that I am an assistant director. What I've been doing is working with individual monologuers and helping them interpret their monologue better from their own point of view. We're rehearsing twice a week. We're working for long hours, so we hope that it will be as good as it possibly can.
Everyone has had a lot of their own time with their own monologues, but we've also had a lot of group time, and it's been really great to see how everyone has progressed each time we meet again.
This kind of production is perfect for a small liberal women's college because we all have vaginas, or the majority of us have vaginas, and we don't spend enough time celebrating them. We may spend more time celebrating them than the rest of the world, but I always think there's room for a little more enthusiasm.
It brings up a whole bunch of different issues. Some are really heavy, some are really funny, but I think that every woman could relate to it on some level.
I think this production could benefit anyone, or even if we're not a school environment.
I can totally name all the parts of the vulva, so here we go. Closing it is the labia majora. Opening it reveals the clitoral hood, the clitoris, the inner labia, labia minora, urethral opening, vaginal opening and or introitus, and then down here would be an anal opening, but Vivi doesn't have an anus.
I learned a lot from the Vagina Monologues about myself, about my comfort levels with a lot of subjects that the Vagina Monologues address. And I think the Mills woman will definitely appreciate what Eve Ensler is trying to say and what we're all trying to help her communicate as well.
0, 6, 3.
We're selling condom flowers and regular grams.
I wish every woman would know that the resources are available for them to be safe and to embrace their sexuality.
I learned about what it looks like when your clitoris is erect. Yeah. I learned you can tie people up in the middle of the student union and it's okay.
If you want to try it, like I said, don't try it outside your house for the first time. Definitely try it.
I learned that your clitoris has legs.
I think everyone should know what it feels like to orgasm.
I think one thing that every woman should know is that communication is lubrication, and that in order to get what you want, you have to be willing to ask for it. In addition to that, I think that every woman should be well aware of the fact that they have this clitoris that has over 8,000 nerve endings that's for sheer pleasure, nothing other than pleasure. Did I just say it's for pleasure? Yes, know that it's for pleasure. And stimulate it, touch it, love it. It likes to be licked, sucked, flicked, vibrated. You can do just about almost anything to it so long as you don't just bite down on it.
The monologue I'm in is about rape. It's an issue people are familiar with in regards to vaginas versus, some of the other stories in the play, but it doesn't lessen its importance.
I do not know where it is. I do not touch. Not now. Not anymore. Not since.
I'm reading the monologue here. Her story is significant to the play because I do feel like vaginas are this fundamentally female thing. I mean, obviously, but not just physically, but symbolically as well. And because her husband manipulated her into shaving, which was something that she didn't want to do. She had to compromise something so fundamental about herself. And I think that women are often put in that situation, whether it's being pushed to go further in sex than they want to, even something like being uninformed about getting your period, anything that makes you question something about yourself as a woman, and she certainly did.
And besides, my husband never stops screwing around.
My character and my role, my angry vagina, talks a lot about different issues that women have and reasons why they might be angry, so it's really funny. But there's also a whole different side to the character that gets really reflective. Towards the end, she reveals that she's had children, but she's not having them anymore. And she's sort of made a life decision to explore other things and start learning. So it's not just what people might think of somebody getting up there yelling about tampons. I relate to the character. I have a child, and I'm at an age where I'm looking at things differently. And I relate to the funny parts where there's just things that are put on women that it's like when you question them, you're like, and my character says this sort of a lot, it's like, who the hell thought about?
It's pissed off. It's furious, and it needs to talk. It needs to talk about all this shit. It needs to talk to you.
If your vagina got dressed, what would it wear?
Glasses.
A velvet.
A leather jacket. Silk stock. Mink. A pink boa. A male tuxedo.
My vagina would wear Tiffany's jewelry.
Party dress, you know, like a cocktail dress. My vagina likes to party. Big black boots.
Jeans, something form-fitting. Emerald. An evening gown.
My vagina would wear kicky jeans and steel-toe boots.
Napping.
Those lacy, cute, kind of like boy shorts. I love those.
Armani Oldie. A tutu. Black underwear. A taffeta ball gown.
Rainbow boxer briefs. Something slinky, something lacy. A t-shirt with a geeky saying, and like jeans and a t-shirt and just be like hanging out.
Some sexy lingerie. Maybe some fuzzy socks. Yeah.
Something machine washable. Costume eye mask. Purple velvet pajamas. Angora. A red bow. Eminent pearls. A leopard hat.
Like a yellow bikini. Oh, it would wear a big pink prom dress because I would never, so maybe it would.
A tattoo. An electrical shock device to keep unwanted strangers away.
Overalls.
Lace.
A rubber bra.
High heels.
Lace and combat boots.
Purple feathers, twigs and shells. Cotton. A pinafore. A bikini.
It would have like some purple jewels on it, but no actual clothing.
If your vagina got dressed, what would it wear?
A red high top and a men's cap. Worn backwards.
I was struck by our child who's in the cast, who's 9 years old, and how free she is with herself. And I would wish all of us would love our bodies as much as she seems to. As one of the stories says, my vagina produced a giant baby into the world. So people should care about vaginas for one reason, because without them we wouldn't be here. I just think we should honor all aspects of our womanhood. I hope that people will be educated, to what the situation is, in particular in Africa, in the Congo, related to violence against women. That people will think more about how they think about their own bodies, that women will think more about that, and that people will laugh and cry and be moved by the stories.